I bought a house when I was 26 and fell immediately into poverty. Okay, when I lived with my parents, I was living my best luxury lifestyle. I went to South Korea, bought a 2,000 plane ticket, didn't even blink twice. I went shopping, luxury goods, all that. Was traveling, was just, oh, I was living it up. I felt rich. I had no bills. And I had a full-time 9-to-5 job. I was working as a nurse, okay? I was killing it. I bought my own house. That first mortgage payment came in and I was like, oh, this is a situation. But at first you think you can handle it, right? Like, you know, what's a couple thou? What's a couple thou? I got it. But then the pipes in my 80-year-old home broke immediately.
Uh-oh, reality hit. Oh no. Look, the vibes. Everybody loves the vibes. Everybody loves feeling rich. But the question is, are you actually rich?
Raise your hand if you want to get rich. All right.
When I look in your bank account, do you have the actual money in the account? How are your expenses? Again, I talk about this all the time, guys. The illusion of the six-figure job. You're making $100K and you're like, ooh, I'm rich. But you're not. But this lady, she found out real quick that home ownership has responsibilities. What? But we're gonna talk about it, guys. We're gonna talk about it because a lot of people in this market are now regretting buying a house. Now these guys are saying, listen, I didn't know it was gonna be like this, Orlando. I didn't know that you had to put this much money into a home. I didn't know that my mortgage would continue to go up. I didn't know. But we're going to talk about it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And then also, too, I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter. It's completely free. How can you beat that? You can't. And then if you need financing for a commercial property or investment property, I am your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment in the description. Guys, let's just jump straight into this. This is getting ridiculous. We have had these conversations over and over and over about preparing individuals to get them ready to purchase a home. How you need to make sure you have a stable job and then also get your credit together. We talk about a bunch of things to get you ready financially to purchase a home. And one of the things that I have number one said all the time is, please make sure that you're ready to purchase a home. Because purchasing a home, you need to know what's going to happen in the future. You need to prepare for this. And unfortunately, we're seeing individuals who aren't prepared.
As soon as I bought the house, wiped out my savings. Then another pipe in a different area of the house broke. Okay, I'm struggling. Okay, I need help. Then my neighbor's pipe, it was a twin house, her pipe broke. And she didn't believe that her pipe broke, but her pipe broke on my side of the house. So all of that water that was coming down was spraying into my home. And then my water heater broke. When I tell y'all, I went from living in the lap of luxury to destitute immediately.
Sounds like home ownership. It really does sound like normal home ownership. A couple of pipes broke. The house was 80 years old.
I'm too old for this.
Can someone help me out with this? I mean, what do you think is going to happen to pipes that are 80 years old? Clay, cast iron, these pipes are going to bust. They're going to break. So that's not even a surprise, but it's a surprise that you didn't know this. I'm not saying it's a surprise that you didn't know that the pipes are going to break. It's a surprise that you're saying, this is crazy. A pipe busting, a pipe breaking destroyed everything. A water heater breaking destroyed my savings. It's over. I say this over and over and over again. You guys have to be ready. Let me tell you something. Let me just give you just a little bit of insight. Your mortgage will continue to go up.
Huh?
Did you hear what I just said? Your mortgage will continue to go up. Property taxes will continue to move up. Insurance will continue to move up.
What?
I know. A lot of you guys are like, what? You're telling me my mortgage isn't going to stay the same? No, sir. No, ma'am. it's gonna continue to move up because of the insurance and taxes. And what are we saying right now? What's happening right now in the current environment? Everything's going up. If you're not ready to have a mortgage that continues to move up, if you're not ready to fix things that get broken, if you're not ready to do maintenance on said things in-house, why buy a house?
Who does that?
A lot of times these individuals that I'm doing the videos on, they're like, no one told me. No one told me that the price of owning a home is money that you're going to continue to put in the home. No one told me this. No one told me that taxes will continue to go up. No one told me insurance is going to go up. No one told me maintenance is going to be necessary. What? Have you ever owned a car? If you have to do it with a car, you're definitely going to have to do it with a house.
I hate being a homeowner. There, I said it, and I meant it, and I hate it so much that we're moving out of our house and into an apartment. But not just any apartment, into a loft in the city with 10-foot ceilings, exposed brick, floor-to-ceiling windows, because I need this move for my mental health. So I decided that this was going to be the year that I focus on myself and I just free myself of all the things that were stressing me, that I didn't like, that just made me unhappy. And then I took a look around me and I realized that one of the main things that were stressing me out was trying to renovate this damn house. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. I saw a girl on here and her response said that rent is the maximum that I will pay and the mortgage is the bare minimum that I will pay. I've never heard anything more true, and that's exactly why I'm moving. Every time I turn around, there's another expense. There's something to pay for. Something's broke, something needs to be fixed or replaced. I don't want to deal with that. And I personally make enough money where I could live in a nice place, where I don't have to be in a house in the suburbs renovating a 1970s fixer-upper on a budget. I choose not to. So we're moving.
Who didn't know that was going to take a lot of work to fix up a property that was built in the 1970s? Who didn't think that you would run into a bunch of issues renovating an old property that needs to be updated to modern ages? You. I get it. See, this is the issue, guys. There's so many issues with this clip in particular. Let's just start with the excitement. Like, let's go ahead and go back to that moment where she says 10-foot ceilings.
But not just any apartment, into a loft in the city with 10-foot ceilings, exposed brick, floor-to-ceiling windows, because I need this move for my mental health.
You guys see how happy she is to moving to a place that represents luxury. She says 10-foot ceilings, and you can see her face just light up. She wants amenities. She wants people to look at her and go, you got money, don't you? And then on top of that, she is suffering from HGTV disease. This disease makes you believe that you can do what you see the fixer-upper people, Joanne and Blake or whatever their names are. It makes you believe that you can do luxury renovations, right, on a budget.
Right.
They're telling you that, oh yeah, just knock off the ceiling, raise the roof. You can have those 10-foot ceilings. Oh, you can do exposed brick. You can do all of this. And guess what? It's only gonna cost you $15,000. And you guys eat it up. You guys go, what? You're telling me that I can go buy a home that is basically burned down and I can rehab it for $20,000 and then sell it for $300,000? Sign me up. And unfortunately, that is not true, especially in this day and age when everything's went up. Lumber, floor, services, roof, all of that stuff has skyrocketed. And these guys are telling you, for a budget, you can turn this into a gold mine. Now, make that make sense to me. When have you ever been able to put a little amount of money into something and get a huge return?
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Every time that you've been able to do that, it's been a gamble. With great risk comes great reward. And a lot of times these individuals believe that we can do low risk, but the reward is just gonna be gigantic. Everybody believes that with buying a house, you can play the Powerball or Mega Millions, but the odds are 1 in 2 that you're gonna win. It doesn't work that way, guys. The odds aren't in your favor when you take high risks. And then she says this quote, and then the mortgage is the minimum that I will pay. Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her that rent increases also? The maximum you're willing to pay is moving up every year. I get what she's saying. I get the premise of it, but it doesn't make sense because you have to understand that all costs will rise. Buying a house will go up. Everything is going up, and up. But here's the problem. A lot of these individuals are renovating, HGTV disease. A lot of these individuals are seeing their mortgages go up. A lot of these individuals are saying, I didn't know I had to fix this and that. I didn't know an HVAC system is gonna cost $5,000. I didn't know my roof to get it fixed was $15,000. Are you kidding me? I have to pay a deductible? I don't have that type of money. What do you guys think I'm made of?
So we don't have the capacity.
This is the reason why I say you need to have a savings account. This is the reason why I say you need to prepare. This is the reason why you need to make sure that you understand what you're getting into before you purchase a home. A lot of times these guys will tell you to buy. They'll tell you, don't worry about the details. Don't worry about that roof. Don't worry about that stain that you see in the basement that looks like water. Don't worry about that stuff. You will be able to fix all of those things when you get in. And they're right, you will be, but at your cost. Not only are you gonna fix that crack that was in the basement where you saw some water coming out, but also you have to stop the water from coming in. So we're gonna have to rip this whole foundation up and then fix it. And it's gonna be $10,000 to $15,000 more than what you thought.
You've been bamboozled.
I'm selling my home after being a homeowner for only 1 year, and here's why. Saying I'm a homeowner is a lot better than actually being a homeowner. There's a lot of work that goes into maintaining a home that I'm just not willing to do, to be honest. Also, I prefer living in an apartment because of the amenities. You have parking garages, you have security, you have a pool, you have trash pickup. And then I'm a mom, so as far as safety goes, like I could live on the second floor, the third floor, fourth floor, and I wouldn't have to worry about someone like getting into my home. Like I just feel like it's a lot more safer. I've always felt a lot safer. When something goes wrong in your house, you are responsible for fixing said problem. When you live in an apartment or when you have a landlord, they have to handle maintenance. You can pick up the phone, hello maintenance, help me. When you have your own home, you can have a warranty, but there's oftentimes a deductible associated with that warranty. It's a headache. It's a true headache. My neighbors in my community suck. Like I have a few good neighbors, but I have a few not so great neighbors, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's not worth it to settle and live around people that I don't want to live around forever. I don't know if I have ADHD or ADD, or I don't know, but like also too, I'm not the type of person that wants to like sit in one place forever. Like I love movement. Like I don't want to be in one place forever. So, and I have commitment problems. I can't commit to one place. Like that's just not for me. So long story short, another huge thing is your mortgage changes. Like obviously I factored this in before I purchased my home, but now it's getting to the point that my mortgage is going up because of taxes, but it's like how your rent goes up and you don't see any changes, right? My mortgage is going up and I'm not seeing any changes. I'm over it.
This needs to be talked about. Imagine you putting all of your time towards buying a house and then finding out that you're actually allergic to it.
Wait, what?
Make that make sense to me. Imagine you are saving all of your money and you find out that when you purchase the home, you're actually allergic to all of the responsibility that comes along with home ownership. Imagine that. Imagine that. You didn't do any research before you bought the home. You didn't know that you were responsible for maintenance. You didn't know that mortgages went up because of property taxes and insurance. Oh, you didn't know that you don't even like staying in one place. You like moving around. And guess what? You don't like people. You want neighbors that knock on your door and say, hey, can I borrow sugar? Imagine you didn't do any of that research. And you now are on social media saying,
yeah, I don't like home ownership because it's just too much responsibility.
What?
When I tell you guys, make sure that you're prepared to buy a home. Make sure that you do the research. Make sure you understand what you're getting into. Make sure that you're ready for said thing. What did she say at the very end? What did she say at the very end? Oh, that's right. Prices always go up on the mortgage. You know, it's just like renting. You know when they raise the rent on you, when they raise the rent on you, you don't get anything for it. Let me help you out. When landlords raise rents, at least in my case, a lot of the times it's necessary because taxes and insurance go up. Just like your mortgage goes up, my mortgage goes up. So when you say on your mortgage, the problem that you have is that you're not getting anything for the insurance increasing. I feel you. I don't like paying taxes. I don't like paying taxes that increase every single year. I don't like paying insurance that magically goes up for no claims, no other reason other than it going up. I'm in the same boat as you, but this is adulthood. This is what we have to do. And this is what you signed up for, particularly when you purchased a home. Even though we make this entertaining and humorous, this is what you can learn from these individuals. Do not be an individual who just believes in the American dream of home ownership, but you're not doing any research of what home ownership is. Instead of living off of vibes and saying, oh man, it would just feel so good to buy a home. Why don't you do the numbers to make sure to see if you can afford it? Matter of fact, why don't you do the research on home ownership to see if you even want to do that? Now, I do want you to remember, these are the same people that you guys were competing against with during the pandemic days, that were outbidding you, weren't even going inside the house. Sight unseen, no inspections. Remember that? These were the individuals that were beating you. Now these same individuals are saying, I don't even want the house. I'm out of here. I want to go back to renting.
Well, look who decided to show.
And like I say, guys, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Hopefully you got value out of this content, guys. But if you love content like this and you want more detail, please join me on my Patreon, guys. You will get tons of value out of it. And as always, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you to your first rental property. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.